I'm 75 kilometers in, my knees are buzzing like tuning forks, and I'm staring at a paper bag of dry couscous that may as well be gravel. Then, a glimpse of a teepee appears through the fir trees like a glitch in the Matrix. The best kind of glitch imaginable.
This is day 4. Day 4 already.
Day 4 on your Brunswick Nepisiguit Mi'gmaq Trail. This isn't just a path, it's a rugged, 150-kilometer wilderness beast that carves its way through ancient Mi'gmaq portage routes. It follows the Nepisiguit River from its headquarters in Mount Carleton Provincial Park all the way to Bathurst. It's a route steeped in history, challenge, and some of the most breathtaking natural beauty you'll ever see. Today marks the halfway point of my push.
Day 4 and 84 clicks.
A real milestone. This morning I left Papagigi campsite at kilometer 85 under skies the color of old pewter, promising myself I'd make it to Moose campsite at kilometer 65 by dark.
So watching Greg and Retha wade across the stream and get their rescue gave me a feeling of doubt in my mind. Can I really do this? I've got more than halfway to go. 4 days left. Can I do it by myself? Greg was the one with the SATCOM, and Greg and Retha both have that satellite thing from Rogers. You can put on your phone and it becomes a satellite texting from anywhere. There's restrictions, but I don't have that because I'm not a Rogers customer, and I know you can get it if you're not a Rogers customer, but Retha did that and she got a hit on her credit bureau. So I'm not going to do that. That means with them off the trail, I've lost all of my communication, which is normal for me. This is what I do all the time. But if I want to bail, there's no option, right? There's no cell service out here. For another probably 2 days at least, there'll be no cell service. So I'm just going to have to do what I normally do and take it easy. But one good thing about that is Greg left me 2 power supplies. Mine was down to 1 bar and my cell has less than 30%, so it was never going to last 4 days more, which meant I would have no footage of the last leg of the trip. And now I do, thanks to Greg. I don't see a moose in this clearing, but I bet you there is one. If I stayed here long enough, I bet you we'd see one pop out of the scrub. But I don't have time. I gotta do my hike. I'll see one later on, hopefully. I'm a little bit lost right now. I'm on the trail. There's the trail marker. That's where I came from. In there, that's that open clearing. And there was a marker into the bush. I went through the bush, and this is what I got. I don't see any markers around. I'm thinking it should be like that way, but I don't see anything. Let's see, maybe we can walk over here a little bit. I'm already past the trail marker thing. Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. It's really, there's a lot of down trees here. Oh, this old girl doesn't move like that anymore. Oh. If I can see another marker, I'll know where I'm going, but I can't see another marker. It's possible that it's on one of the blow down trees, but even that'll give me a ballpark of where I'm supposed to go. My guess is maybe it's up there. Up there. There's a big tree blocking my path here, and I bet you the trail goes that way. Let's see, I'll put the camera down and try and get around there. This is a good sign. I know somebody has traveled here, at least. Still don't really see a trail. Do you? Do you see any markers? Okay, less than a minute later, I found it. I'm back on the trail. I didn't have to go up to those trees at all. I don't know why that blue tie was up there on that ridge, because you shouldn't go up there. Here's more blue markers, and there's lots of them. So I know this is the way, and it looks like it goes into the forest now. Yeah, see, this is what I was looking for. So what I'm using for navigation is my map. That's it. I have my internal compass. I don't have a manual compass, but I kind of know the river is north of me because I'm following the river. So as long as I find the river, I know which way's north. And I'm using that river as my handrail, but the trail is generally easy to follow. There's a marker right there, see? And that's how I'm navigating. I'm just relying on my map and my skills. Look at this. I never expected to see a lookout in the woods. Oh, wow. You can see the river here.
The day's first little miracle appeared at kilometer 78.
Here is the food drop.
A shared resupply box for hikers. A steel, squirrel-proof box locked by carabiners.
So I think this is the power bank that Greg left for me.
It's a trail tradition, a take one, leave one system that feels like a conversation between strangers. Inside,
Oh, these are my favorite type of bars.
one Go Macro bar, my absolute favorite, an airline bottle of scotch, and a mysterious package labeled Moroccan couscous. I traded out one of my own protein bars because out here, where all calories count double, a Go Macro bar isn't just fuel, it's a psychological victory. A few kilometers later, I stumbled upon Otter Campsite.
This looks like a campsite. Oh, it's Otter Campsite.
It was beautiful, peaceful, and so tempting. My body screamed at me to stop, to drop my pack and call it a day. But I had my heart set on Moose Camp, on Tiam, and the legendary teepee I'd heard so much about.
Ooh. Oh, yeah. Wow. Okay, I'll turn my light on. Okay. So there are benches all around to sleep on. I won't be on the ground. I'll be covered. It's warm in here. And it tells you how to manage the temperature. Wow, I didn't even know all this. Yeah. Okay, so Moose, the next campsite has a teepee just like this one, I hope. And that's where I want to sleep.
I pushed on. With Otter Camp shrinking behind me, the reality of my situation set in.
If I wasn't just about there, it's like 4:30 and I would stop for something to eat, but I think I'm like right about there. I think it has to be like another hour or so. You know what? I'm changing my mind. I have this like beautiful view of the river. That's my view. And I have a big stump to sit on. I'm going to take my dinner and I'm going to make that Moroccan couscous because you know how sharp these things are when you hit them on your knee? So that'll do for piercing the bag open because I don't have a knife. So I'm going to use that. So I'll find a spoon somewhere and I'll make my dinner. I don't even know if it's dehydrated or freeze-dried.
I had about a half-liter of river water left, a cook pot with remnants of my breakfast inside, and the mysterious homemade Moroccan couscous packet, no instructions included. My internal chef was panicking, but my trail brain kicked in.
On second thought, it looks like a dehydrated meal.
Time for some bushcraft improvisation. I dumped the grain into the pot with the last of my boiling water and waited as long as my stomach allowed.
So guys, what do you think? This is what it looks like. It doesn't look bad. Right? Moroccan couscous. How does it taste?
It tasted edible. And right then, edible was 5 stars. My stomach was giving it a standing ovation.
And if you're the person who left this Moroccan couscous in the resupply box on the Nepisiguit Mi'gmaq Trail, thank you. I appreciate it.
Resourcefulness isn't just a skill out here, it's a way of life.
There is my spot. You never knew I was there. The site is about 2 or maybe 3 kilometers away. So it'll take an hour.
85 kilometers. 85 kilometers. In paper, it's simple math. In my joints, it's pure mythology.
My knees are kind of hurting a little bit. There have been some really steep descents, and this one doesn't look any different.
My body feels like it's aged a decade in 4 days. The trail has become a meticulous ledger of stumbles and triumphs. 3 minor falls, 2 holes in my pants, 1 impressive save by my trekking pole, and an infinite amount of sweat. But somewhere around here, the ledger flips. The early excitement settles into a deeper resilience. I start counting river bends instead of kilometers, because numbers feel heavy. Bends feel like stories waiting to unfold. The trail narrows into a claustrophobic tunnel of alder branches that whip my face and snag my pack. I catch myself bargaining with the universe. Please let the teepee be standing. Let the clouds hold their rain. This trail strips away the unnecessary, leaving you with raw determination and a profound appreciation for simple comforts. Then the forest exhales, a descent into a space that feels different, sheltered, welcoming, inviting weary souls to rest. The river widens, and then there it is, Moose Campsite, Tiam.
Wow.
Tiam is moose in the Mi'gmaq language. It's not just a campsite, it's a sight for sore eyes and buzzing knees.
This is where I'm going to stay. I think there should be a teepee here, unless they destroyed this one. But I think it was Gyptu that they destroyed. It's here. It's here. Look at this. Oh my gosh. What? Oh. How beautiful is this? I guess that's probably a pad for tents. No fires. Number 1. Let's go check this out.
A hand-built teepee, maybe 16 feet across, its cedar poles lashed together with rawhide. This teepee is a powerful reminder of the heritage woven into every step of this trail.
Yes. Yeah, I'm gonna stay in here.
I drop my pack, and the relief is so immense I almost float off the bluff. I spin a slow 360, taking it all in. This is the Ritz-Carlton of backcountry campsites, and I have it all to myself. The solitude here isn't lonely, it's luxurious.
Oh, so pretty. There's rapids here. It's 7 o'clock. Oh my, look at my view tonight.
Inside, the packed dirt floor is dry. Spruce benches line the perimeter like fragrant stadium seats. I hang up my wet gear and lay my sleeping pad down on the bench, feet pointing east, part respect, part superstition. I whisper a heartfelt thank you to whoever stacked these poles a half-decade ago, to the Mi'gmaq people whose legacy lives on, and to the river that's been my constant companion.
This one's for you. Cheers. That's good scotch. I want to sit here and have a little bit of bravery juice before I get in, and I might not even. I just might put my feet in and wash my hiney. Oh, even that is going to be chilly. The wind is cold.
Quick pause. If you've ever wondered what 150 kilometers of river trail feels like on the hips, hit that subscribe button, because tomorrow the mountains start flexing and I'll need all the virtual trail buddies I can get.
So I'm all set up. This is a pretty sweet setup. I have never slept in a teepee before, and I'm so excited. Do I still feel that I'm doubting myself whether I can do this trail or not? No, not really, but I'm just saying, like, if Greg and Retha had to bail,
Maybe I should have too. And until morning, I'm signing off. Darkness arrives fast in September. I slide the door flap closed, halfway. Smells like cedar, smoke, and wet socks. Feel small, but the good kind of small. Like I'm borrowing space from something ancient. Sometime during the night, a moose crashes through the willow. I tense and then relax. The wind picks up, and the teepee poles creak like an old boat. Good morning. Walking a little slow today. I think I'll soak my feet. The next 65 kilometers look impossible on the map. 3 more days and a mountain ridge notorious for disorienting fog. But the Teepee, Tiam, has rebooted me. My legs feel spring-loaded. I cinch my pack, touch the canvas one last time, a silent thanks, and step out onto the trail, renewed. 4 days ago, I started with a pack that felt heavier than my doubts. Today, I've learnt that paradise sometimes has dirt floors and a leaky roof. Yet it feels Palace grand when your knees are jelly and your ego is stripped threadbare. 85 kilometers down, 65 to go. The teepee is behind me now, but the feeling of those warm, protective walls travels with me. It's an echo of the wind, a vivid memory of sunlight dappling through the cracks, and profound gratitude. If the second half of this trail gives even half the joy and wisdom Tiam gave me, I'll finish with stories to spare. Stick around. Next episode, we climb into the clouds. Until then, keep your matches dry and your couscous spicy, and happy trekking. Coming up next on the Nepisiguit Trail.
The sign's not even kidding.
Well, I'm tired. I gotta take a break.
Did I just find the most beautiful spot in New Brunswick?